Hi, my name is Maya and I'm reading The Nightmare Before Christmas. It was late one fall in Halloween land, and the air had quite a chill. Against the moon, a skeleton sat alone upon a hill. He was tall and thin with a back bow tie. Jack Skellington was his name. He was tired and bored in Halloween land. Everything was always the same. I'm sick of this scaring, terror, afraid. I'm tired of being something that goes bump in the night. I'm bored of snaring my horrible glances, and my feet are from dancing the skeleton dances. I don't like the graveyard of anything new. There must be more life to life than just yelling boo. Then out from the grave with a curl and a twist came a whimpering, wailing, spectral mist. It was a little ghost dog with a faint little bark, and a jack-o'-lantern nose that glowed in the dark. It was Jack's dog Zero, the best friend he had, but Jack hardly knows, which made Zero sad. All that night and through the next day, Jack wandered and wandered. He was filled with dismay. Then deep in the forest, just before night, Jack came upon an amazing sight. Not 20 feet from the spot where he stood were 3 massive doorways carved in wood. He stood before them completely in a way, his gaze transfixed by one special door. Entranced and exit with a slight sense of worry, Jack opened the door and it was blurry. Jack didn't know it, but he'd fallen down in the middle of a place called Christmas Town. Immersed in the light, Jack was no longer haunted. He had finally found the feelings he wanted, and so that his friends won't dig him a liar, he took presents filled with stockings that hung by the fire. He took candy and toys that were stacked on shelves, and a picture of Santa with all of his elves. He took lights and ornaments on the star of the tree, and from the Christmas Town sign he took a big large seed. He picked up everything that sparkled and glowed. He even picked up a handful of snow. He grabbed it all without being seen and took it back to Halloween. Back in Halloween, a group of Jack's peers stared in amazement at his Christmas souvenirs. For this wondrous vision, none were prepared. Most were excited, though a few were quite scared. For the next few days, while it lightninged and thundered, Jack sat alone and absolutely wondered, why is it they get to spread laughter in here, while we stalk the graveyards and spreading panic and fear? Well, I could be Santa and I could spread cheer. Why does he get to do it year after year? Outraged by injustice, Jack thought, and he thought, I got an idea. Yes, why not? In Christmas time, Santa was making some toys, when through the din he heard a soft noise. He answered the door, and to his surprise, he saw weird little creatures in strange disguise. They were altogether ugly and rather pretty, as they opened their sacks and yelled, "Trick or treat!" Then a confused Santa was shoved into his sack and taken to Halloween to see my Master Jack. In Halloween, everyone gathered once more, for they'd never seen a Santa before, and as they cautiously gazed at this strange old man, Jack related to Santa his masterful plan. "My dear Mr. Claus, I think it's a crime that you've been got to be Santa all this time. But now I will give presents and ask for cheer. We're changing places. I'm Santa this year. I will say Merry Christmas to you, so you may lie in my coffin, creak doors, and yell boo. Please, Mr. Claus, don't think ill of my plan, for I'll do the best Santa job I can. And though Jack and his friends thought they'd do a good job, their idea of Christmas was still quite remarkable. They were packed up and ready on Christmas Eve day when Jack hitched his reindeer to his sleigh coffin sled. But on Christmas Eve, as they were about to begin, a howling frog slowly rolled in. Jack said, "We can't leave this, frog's just too thick. There will be no Christmas, and I can't be Saint Nick." Then a small glowing light pierced through the fog. What could it be? It was Zero, Jack's dog. Jack said, "Zero, will your nose so bright? Won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" And to be greeted was Zero's great dream. So he joyfully flew to the head of the team. And as Skeleton's sleigh started its ghostly flight, Jack crackled, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all good night." 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was cheerfully stirring, not even a mouse. The stocking girl hung by a chimney with care, when opened that morning, would cause quite a scare. The children all nestled so snug in their beds. Would you have nightmares of monster and skeleton heads? The moon that hung over the new fallen snow cast the eerie pall over the city below. And Santa Claus' laughter now sounded like groans, and the jingling bells like shattering bones. And what to their wondering eyes should appear but a coffin sleigh with skeleton deer? Skeleton drivers so ugly and slick, they knew it in a moment. This can't be Saint Nick. From house to house with a true sense of joy, Jack Hubley issued each present and toy. From rooftop to rooftop he jumped and he skipped, leaving presents that seemed to be straight from a crypt. Unaware that the world was in panic and fear, Jack merely spread his own brand of cheer. He visited the house of Susie and Dave. They got a Gumby and Pokey from the grave. Then on to the home of Little Green Demon. She got a big doll, possessed by a demon, and a monstrous strings, tentacle tracks, a ghoulish puppet wielding an axe, a man eating corn disguised as a wreath, and a vampire teddy bear with very sharp teeth. There were screams of terror, but Jack didn't hear it. He was too much involved with his own Christmas spirit. Jack finally woke down from his dark, starry flights and saw the commotion, the noise, and the lights. While they're celebrating, it looks like such fun. They're thanking me for the job that I've done. But to what sort of fireworks measures goodwill? The bullets and missiles intended to kill. The barge and artillery of fire. Jack urged Zero to go higher and higher, and always they flew, and away they all flew like the storm of a thistle, until they weren't hit by a well-guided missile. As they fell on the cemetery way out of sight, we heard a Merry Christmas to all and to all good night. Jack pulled himself up on a large stone cross, and from there he reviewed his incredible laws. I thought I could be Santa. I had such belief. Jack was confused and filled with great grief. Now knowing where to turn, he looked towards the sky, then he slumped on the grave and he started to cry, and as Zero and Jack lay crumpled on a ground, they suddenly heard a familiar song. "My dear Jack," said Santa, "I applaud your attend. I know wreaking such havoc was not what you meant. And so you are sad and feeling quite blue. But taking over Christmas was the wrong thing to do. I hope you realize Halloween's the right place for you. There's a lot more, Jack, that I'd like to say. But now I must hurry, for it's almost Christmas Day. Then he jumped in his sleigh, and with a wink and an eye, he said Merry Christmas and gave him goodbye. Back home, Jack was sad, but then a dream Santa brought Christmas to the land of Halloween. Bye.